Hello everyone, this is Nam Hamdi. I'm going to be your TA in this course. This course is Engineering 1005, Descriptive Geometry and Engineering Drawing. In this course, we're going to talk about descriptive geometry and orthographic projection, missing view, and so on. And this is going to be later, we're talking about this. Okay. Today's class, or our first class, is going to be about alphabets of lines as the first section, and the second section is going to be about geometric construction. So first, we are going to start with letters. From now on, we are not going to write our names in the normal way we used to write them. From now on, we are going to draw our names. So first, you should look at this sheet. You will find, like this letter A here, there is a sequence for each letter to be drawn. So the first step is to draw this line. Second step is to draw that line, and finally you know these lines. Okay. So you will find in the sheet there's gaps. There are gaps between each step, and you are going to repeat all the letters again next to each letter here, with the sequence written on each letter. Okay? So this process should take around 10 to 15 minutes. Okay? So before we start in the second subsection in alphabets of lines, we have here some types of lines. Okay, this one is continuous line. We use it to draw objective edges or objective lines for visible edges and main parts or partitions in our drawing. The second type here on the left is hidden line. Hidden line is used to draw, or dashed line is used to draw hidden edges and invisible sections. And the third one is going to be our phantom line or section line or cutting plane. We use it to draw sections in parts, or in architectural engineering we draw like sections in buildings and so on. And the final type of line is center line, and center line is used to draw or to be symmetrizing circles or cylinders or symmetric objects. So let's start with solid lines. We will find two examples are drawn there in the sheet. Two parallel lines like this, and you will find some pen is written there. So before we start, we have to acknowledge this, that dimensions are in millimeters. So when I say 10 here, so it's basically 10 millimeters or 1 centimeter. So our language in dimension is going to be in millimeters. Then when you find R, capital letter, and a number next to it, so it is radius, and then you will find a phi with a number next to it, so it's a diameter. Okay, so in this subsection, we are going to draw 3 examples or 3 copies of each type of lines. Okay, like this. Of course, we have here two lines, so to tell you that there is a 10 millimeters distance between them, so I'm going to draw 3 copies here, okay, from these lines. So how to draw this? So before we start, I forgot to teach you how to fix your A3 sheet on the paper, on the board. So we have two clamps. We have two clamps here. This one here and that one here. And we have a mark for the level of your A3 sheet. Okay? If you see this mark here. Okay? And there is a chamfer or some lip here to adjust your paper on. Okay, so first we are going to do this easily or more easier than I do because I'm doing it and I'm standing, and you're going to do it in your paper. Okay, so I'm going to fix this paper here until I reach the mark down there. Okay, like this. And then I'm fixing my clamp here, and then just move your A3 sheet inside this clamp here, okay, until it is landed on this chamfer here, okay. And now you are fixing your A3 sheet on the paper, and this ruler or T-square is going to be used in two different ways. Okay, the first one is to draw horizontal lines like this. Okay, and you are going to slide it like this to draw parallel horizontal lines. Okay, and the other way is to slide it on the upper horizontal edge like this, and you are going to draw parallel vertical lines. To draw parallel line to this line, whether you start with the position of the T-square to draw your vertical parallel lines, or you can just adjust it as a horizontal line and you get your T-square, your set square with a 30 and 60 angles, and you start to draw. But first you have to locate the 10 millimeters here. So let's do it from the beginning like this. Okay, and this is the first 10 millimeters, the second, and the third. Okay, okay, and then I'm going to draw this one. I'm going to slide, and then I'm going to draw that one, slide, and finally the last one. Okay. So there are the three cups I want you to draw for the continuous line or the solid line. So the second type of line is a dashed line. So I'm considering myself fixing my ruler horizontally, and I'm going to slide it. So this is the heading or the dashed line. Okay. Dimensions wise, for the heading of dashed line is, for the dash, it's 4 millimeters for the dash, and the gap is 2 millimeters. Okay, so also I'm going to repeat 3 copies of this line. How to do it? All you have to do is this. You are going to fix your T-square here in the slider, and then you mark like 3 10 millimeters like this. If the space is not enough for you to do 3 copies below the line, you can have 1 or 2 above this line. And then I'm going to draw the dashed line like this. Okay, the scale on the A3 sheet here is not like what I said, 4 millimeters and 2 millimeters, but you have to draw 3 covers with the same length, total length, and then you calculate your 4 and 2 millimeters between these two lines or this distance. Okay, so I'm not going to go on the other two covers. I'm moving now to the third type of lines, which is phantom line or cutting plane line. This line is drawn on 60 angle, like this, or 45, sorry, 45 angle. I'm going to remove this. Okay. So again, I'm considering my ruler is horizontal, and this angle should be 45. Okay, so the phantom line is long dash, gap, small dash, gap, small dash, and another gap, and finally another long dash. And I'm going to repeat this. Okay, dimension wise, the long dash is 10 millimeters, the gap is 2 millimeters, short dash is 4 millimeters, the gap is 2 millimeters, 4 millimeters, 2 millimeters, and again 10 millimeters, and so on. Okay? So how to repeat this line with another 3 covers? Okay? First, you have to locate the 10 millimeters for the other 3 covers. So if you have a scaler here, you can mark your 3 covers like this. One here, one there, and you can go for another one there. Okay? And then you flip your triangle and you start to draw the phantom line. Okay, and then you start to slide your triangle to draw the other 2 cups like this. Okay, so finally we are moving to the center line, which is drawn on a 60 angle. And unfortunately, it's drawn on this side. Okay. So for the dimensions, again, the long dash is 10 millimeters, the gap is 2 millimeters, and the dash is 4 millimeters, and so on. Okay. Again, to draw vertical, or to draw parallel lines to this line, you have to slide your T-square like this. This 10 millimeters, 10 millimeters, and another 10 millimeters. Okay, and then you flip your triangle like this, and you slide it to draw the 3 covers here. Okay, so let's do this one. So we are now done with the alphabets of lines, and now you can draw your name, and you are now has an experience with all types of the lines, we are using an engineering drawing. I'm going to show you an example to write my name. So my name is Islam Hamdi. I'm going to draw my name. Like this. So after you are done with this A3 sheet, you are going to write your name and your ID, and you are done with this sheet. Your name and your ID with this style, okay? You will find it here in this name tag table. And now we are moving to the second section, which is geometric construction. See you in the next video.